Taming the Hippo, a new hope for Alzheimer's disease. I am Ranjan from Jawaharlal Nehru University. I can clearly remember the good old times when my grandfather used to narrate to me fantastic stories with intricate details. After a few years of those golden days, he started forgetting things like his wallet, route to our home, and eventually how to wear clothes. A medical examination of his brain revealed that he had Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's patients, especially those of 65 years, face serious problems associated with memory and daily life activities. Just like my grandfather, today more than 55 million people are suffering from this deadly disorder worldwide. In Alzheimer's disease, the brain shrinks and develops holes, especially in the brain regions involved with memory. The holes are simply because of the loss of cells in the brain regions called neurons. In Alzheimer's disease, the protein molecules, two proteins, amyloid and tau, misfold and aggregate, which forces the cells to die. I know you must be wondering, how do the cells sense and react to the stress signals? All of us must have played the game Telephone, that funny game which deals with passing on information from player to player. Similarly, the cells also transmit the signals and the information of their outer environmental cues through some signaling pathways and function accordingly. During Alzheimer's disease, the information about the presence of misfolded protein aggregates is sensed by the brain cells. It is then transmitted to the cell's nucleus through one signaling pathway called the hippo pathway. The name hippo has been assigned to this pathway owing to one of its key protein members called hippo. Normally, this hippo signaling remains silent and deactivated, but the stress of aggregated proteins during Alzheimer's disease activates the dormant hippo pathway and asks the cell to undergo death forcefully through a process called apoptosis. So we thought, can inhibiting this pathway activation rescue the neuronal cells from dying? So for this purpose, we used XMU-MP1, a pharmacological inhibitor of hippo pathway activation, and tested its effect in cellular and rat models of Alzheimer's disease. To create Alzheimer's-like effects, we cultured human neuronal cells in our lab and added a compound called streptozotocin to the cells. We found that treatment with XMU-MP1 reduced the Alzheimer's-associated cell death and stress in the cells. Similarly, in rats also, we developed Alzheimer's disease in them by injecting streptozotocin into their brain and then treated them with XMU-MP1. Using some interesting memory-related behavior tests in rats, we found that XMU-MP1 improved the memory impairment in Alzheimer's rats and also rescued the brain cells from dying. So to conclude, hippo signaling pathway can be a promising therapeutic option against Alzheimer's disease.